What's going on, guys? Welcome back to AC Infinity After Dark. And if you don't know, something's up. We are in a cabin in the middle of the Emerald Triangle, Dakota, man. This has been set up by you. We've got a full cast we're going to run by and introduce to the panel here.
I can't believe we're here.
Unbelievable.
And where are we? I guess that's the first thing to talk about. Emerald Triangle, yes, but where does this adventure begin? We are in Humboldt right now in the northern section of the Emerald Triangle, and we're going to be making a full adventure from north, going south, and checking out about 7 different farms along the way, guys.
It's crazy.
It's going to be a packed one.
Yeah, and we've got a packed show for you guys as well. It's a regular show, but this is pre-edited. I'm sure there's some familiar faces in the comments, so it's going to feel normal. But we still got the giveaways, we still got the community highlights, and we're going to get into those. So, Heaven, what do we got going on here for giveaways?
So for giveaways today, we are actually going to be choosing our community highlights for the giveaways since, as you guys can see, we're not live, so we can't be doing a live giveaway. So we'd like to be able to still give back to you guys. So our community highlights are getting a $100 store credit along with their swag box.
Let's go.
Nice.
And we got something else, don't we, Neil?
Yeah, it's going to be special, guys. You're going to get limited edition swag specifically for the trip. Make sure you guys come back after. Drop a comment on the video for your chance to win something real special that you won't be able to get anywhere else.
And this is your first exclusive look at the Emerald Legends, a journey into the Triangle, a full documentary series brought to you by AC Infinity and this whole crew. And speaking of the crew, we've got a legend in the house with us right here, Mr. Jorge Cervantes. Nice to see you, pal.
Hey, real nice to see you as well, Joe. It's wonderful to be back here. I came all the way over from Spain to be here. And I'll tell you what, these are my old stomping grounds, Humboldt County, Trinity County, and Mendocino County. I've been coming here on and, pretty much every year for the last 45 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. In fact, in Garberville, I would always say, I know 3 generations of the family that owned the hotel.
Unbelievable.
And Sherwood in there, yeah.
Did we ever pick the right legend to go with?
Man, I mean, you know, I've seen growing everywhere, all over the place here. And it's really changed over the years. Now, it's legal and everybody's much more sophisticated, you know. Guerrilla grows are kind of like a thing of the past. They're still going on, but you've got to have flat land.
100%, man.
And what I'm looking forward to is all of the production. There's going to be a ton of production here. Usually you don't see this kind of production anywhere.
No, and speaking of which, we have some other crew members as well. You see them sitting here. I know you know them at home. First up, welcome to the panel, Jay from Hyperactive Highs. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing phenomenal. Thank you so much for bringing me along for this amazing adventure. I've been having a blast. I hope that you guys are too. And yeah, I feel like I fit in pretty well. We've been making some pretty funny content on Instagram. You should definitely check that out. They rolled the biggest J you will ever see in your life earlier.
Huge
You
J.
gotta check it out. I'm
Huge
telling
J.
you.
Class act, man. Class act. Phenomenal idea coming up from Jay. We've been smoking a lot of joints throughout this trip, having a phenomenal time. And they've been coming from the man, the myth, the legend, the Belgian master down here, Mr. Q, on the panel as well. Fantastic, brother.
Well, also super honored to be here. As you guys know, I'm a professional J roller. And so we were thinking, let's just roll up the biggest one ever. And I think it was a success. It was a really nice flavor.
Yeah, yeah. He's almost getting into the triple digits of the amount of doobies he's rolled already, dude.
Yeah, so we're going to get a bit into more like what we're doing on this trip. We're going to be interviewing Jorge. But as you notice, like everyone on this panel is wearing a vest. Right. Pheno hunting vest of some sort with limited edition Emerald Triangle patches on, which, like Neil said, you're going to have a chance to win one in the comments after the show. But Dakota, our legend is missing something.
Yeah,
we got a gift for you, Jorge.
We got a gift for him.
Yes, we do. Right here, your own personal hunter's vest with badged up already.
All right.
We were working late at night getting these ready, dude. Getting these badged up. Emerald Legends. Patched on there, Jorge.
Throw her on, buddy. Throw her on.
Thank you.
Throw her on, buddy.
Oh, this is great.
Let's go. Throw her on.
you very
Here we
much.
go.
The amount of pockets you have, endless. The amount of
Oh,
stuff
this
you can
is
fit
great.
in there.
Now you can pheno.
All right.
Yeah.
I would love.
Yeah, you know for a fact you're losing
Zip
your lighter
this
in
up.
that thing.
Oh yeah. Well, there's always a place for another one.
Yeah.
You've got lighters everywhere.
100%. So
Yeah.
Jorge, this show is mostly about community. We like to dive into the community. We like to look at growers. And on this show, we're going to do a few things. We got some community highlights. Heaven, Neil, Hi again, and myself. We bring those to the panel. But we also have a thing later on the show where we're going to get you to help us rate some grows. We got 5
okay. Cool.
special grows
Cool.
coming from some platforms, I believe Instagram mostly.
Discord.
Pardon? Discord. Coming from the Discord. Sorry, we got a panel back here helping us. Sid the Kid back here. Drew.
Cheers,
Give them
AC.
a round of applause.
Yeah, AC Trinity.
Making it happen.
We're going to rate those as well, and the top rating in that is going to win a prize. So community's huge, pal, and that's my first question for you, man. You've been part of this community in the Emerald Triangle for a while. How does it feel to be back with this crew here, man, that you're with now?
It's amazing. It's a completely different crew. When I first came here, it was like young hippies, because everybody was young and everything was illegal. It was super illegal. And that's when I saw the first really big plants. And people were growing up in the hills and stuff. And now it's changed like 180 degrees, you know. It's just gone completely legal. And it's been that way for some years. So I'm seeing different types of people. I remember in Garberville, where that was kind of like the center of everything. There was people would come through looking for trimming jobs, and they were everywhere.
Wow.
You know, oh yeah.
What time of year would they be
and
showing
then,
up? They'd be showing up seasonally?
Yeah, late September, October, because they didn't really have super early varieties back then.
Right.
And that was before they started doing the Golden Tarp Awards.
Tarpooling.
The Golden Tarp Awards.
So you say
yeah.
you've been coming here for the last 45 years. What's the one thing that keeps you coming back?
The great cannabis.
That's a great
I actually
That's
love
the
how
best
you
answer.
call it dope. You call it dope,
dope,
yeah.
Well,
Big
good
dope
is-
plants.
Good dope plants is good dope, you know. I mean, that's just the way it is.
100%.
Yeah, and it was always really good up here because there was a concentration of people. And well, for example, one place out here is called the Lost Coast. And there's people out there that they're just, well, usually fugitives. That but they don't have a driver's license, they don't have a bank account, they don't pay taxes, and they're lost. They're just like non-existent. And they'll go into town like, you know, once every 6 months to a year. Nobody knows them. Everybody thinks they're just passing through. But actually, they live on the Lost Coast.
Wow.
Yeah. There's another place called Salmon Creek where the phone company put in telephone poles, you know, because they were going to put in a telephone line. As soon as they got all the poles in, somebody went in and cut them all down.
Oh, no.
They didn't want any communication there.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, there's a heavy growing scene here going for years and years.
I got a good
Third
question
generation.
for you. So you, as such an educator, you were the reason I even learned how to grow, right? When I got my adventure
For sure.
started. So being someone who has brought so much information to the world, us being here and creating a documentary, what are some of the questions you think we should be asking these farmers to bring into the documentary so those watching at home are able to learn for their own grow? Should we be looking at some of the basics? Should we be diving into maybe some of the strain information? What's the first thing that pops into your brain as far as what information should we be looking for?
The farms that we're going to now, they're the ones that are surviving because the price of cannabis has gone down from like $5,000 a pound to $500
Crazy.
a pound.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's been a big change there, and that's just changed everything for a lot of people. So the farmers now are usually pretty serious, and they're really good at it. So I'd be staying with the technical questions. I'd be talking about soil. Soil's really important up here. Because everybody's an organic farmer here.
Right.
I mean, it's incredible. You see a big change from using potting soil to not using potting soil, you know, to making your own soil. And that's because of the economic change, because the price went down. You can't invest that much. And then also you can't invest that much in trimming because there's just no money in the whole equation. So it's cut out the trimmers, and everybody's got to work a little harder, and there's more concentrates, and there's more freeze-dried.
Right.
And I'd like to know more about that.
Oh, me too, because that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a big one. So we'll see how that goes and where everything's processed.
Right.
But also the other thing that's pretty amazing is they've got like 30% THC, which is, pretty incredible.
Sun-grown strong.
Yeah, because before, gosh, we had like, if you hit 20, 25, you were like on top of the world,
People still didn't believe you.
And now it's up to 30.
Right.
It hovers around up.
Yeah, do they really? Are they really 30% though?
Well,
right?
yeah, that's what they say. And I asked over and over and how they were tested and stuff, and everything appears to be legitimate.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty amazed at the quality there.
It's cannabis on steroids, really. I feel like
totally.
the thing that when I remember when I seen you on this trip for the first time, the very first thing you said to me is like, "Are you ready to smoke some of the best dope you've ever smoked in your life?" Specifically dope. And I said, "Yes, I am." And then I see Eric Nugshots. He's on his way here too, and he's showing us these flowers. I'm telling you guys, stay tuned for the documentary, because these flowers are some of the craziest flowers I've ever seen, and they're grown under God's beautiful sun. It's been wild. I'm excited for it. Let's head down here though to Neil real quick. Neil, what are you most excited about?
I'm really excited to see the farms, how they do it as outdoor growers, and what factors the climate, the area has in their growing and their style. Especially coming from like indoor growers, us in Michigan, like to see it done out here in an area where it's really just prime. Like the Triangle is the best area probably in the States to do outdoor growing. So.
And the neat thing about the panel is we all got different perspectives, right? Like as we roll down the panel, even a guy like Jay, I met him for the first time as well, right? All of us did. And one thing that Jay said is like, he didn't start smoking weed until late.
Yeah.
And getting into it. So what are you excited about, dude? This must be like just crazy for you. Get a Disneyland.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really excited to learn more about the history of the plant and of the Emerald Triangle while we're here. I was in the military for 8 years, many of you know, many of my viewers know, but I know that a lot of the total viewership doesn't know this. And so, being in the military, you can't smoke cannabis. And before that, I was never really smoking that much either. So really, it wasn't until I was around 27, 28 where I really first tried it, and that was for post-service back pain. And it's helped tremendously, and that's the reason why I became a home grower, was to save money in that aspect, to grow my own medicine. Yeah. It's done a lot for me.
Wow.
And now he's all in, dude.
I'm in.
Wow, dude. Late bloomer.
And if you haven't checked out his channel, you guys have to.
Yes.
Definitely.
Top tier.
And if you guys have questions along this journey, make sure to go on the AC Infinity Discord. There's an AMA section. You guys can drop questions if you have something for Jorge or any of the farms we'll be visiting. Please drop comments here, and we'll try and get your questions answered from the experts.
Yeah, put them down right now. Yeah. Leave them in this comment. We're going to come back to the video and check it as we go to these farms. And Q, man, you've been to these farms before. You were lucky enough to come with Dakota. So what's it feel like to be back home, man, almost? Man. You know what I mean?
Excited. So last year, me and Dakota, we were super impressed with everything that we saw. We couldn't wait to go back home and tell you guys about this amazing adventure that we had. So super excited now to be here with you guys. And personally, I feel responsible to make you guys try as many strains as possible.
Yeah, love that.
So I'll be the guy who will have the joints ready, or at least has everything ready to roll up. So when you guys are touring, when you guys are watching the plants, I'll talk with the gardener, see if we can get some dope, like Jorge says, and roll up an amazing joint so we can all try and have the amazing experience and just stay connected.
Mm-hmm. That's so phenomenal, man. And right off the bat, I really just want to say thank you to Homegrow TV for getting this started, man, and allowing us to get here.
Amazing.
Group effort here. This is AC. This is, Humboldt for inviting us on the first round. Big shout out to the Humboldt Seed Company, who really kind of pioneered for me what was pheno hunting and having a good excuse to come out here in what I call now the pheno hunt season before Croptober, right? Yeah. So it really does stem. Big shout out to Nat, Ben, and everyone from the Humboldt Seed Company for making this happen last year, and look what it turned into.
Yeah, man, it's been phenomenal. I'm probably most excited just to see cannabis grown to that scale. I've only seen my own plants, some of my buddies' plants, and maybe Tommy's plants. So I'm excited to see these monster plants and experience them with a guy that's been around for so long.
Well, yeah, one of the things about a pheno hunt that's really important is to have a big population to choose from. Because most people before, when they were choosing their plants, they only had a small grow room to choose from. And now you've got like an acre to choose from.
Yeah. So
And
from 20 plants to hundreds.
Oh yeah, to over 1,000 or maybe 1,000 plants, right? So you can choose from a lot of different varieties, and it's really a good deal. Phenotypes that do the absolute best.
100%.
You know, yeah, and so it makes a big difference, and it makes the quality go up much quicker. And because see, to do those last 5% for THC, you know, to climb that last 5%, that takes a lot.
100%.
That's the hardest part
100%.
right there.
And you touched
so
on
now
pheno hunting,
yeah.
which is sweet, because we actually have set up for every farm, guys. So like when we go to these farms, we're specifically looking at a product and a topic, not a product, a topic that's going to like allow you guys to become better growers, allow us to become better growers. So we are going to look at pheno hunting at Nat's farm. I won't tell you much more about all the other farms, but at Nat's farm, we're going to dial into pheno hunting and figure out what tricks and tips he has for us as a home grower. Dakota, man, you picked that one, the pheno hunting. You've been to this farm. Like,
Yeah.
what do we got to look forward to? What kind of sneak peek can we give them here?
And that's place?
Yeah, man.
Amazing rundown of not only why is pheno hunting important and how to do it, but what things are you scoring, right? I think there's a lot of different things people look at. I think it's easy to say, oh, we're looking at how big the plant is, but I think you can go a lot further as far as how resistant is it, right? How high is it scoring on these unique terps, and what side is it leaning on? They're even going as far as in the pheno hunt itself, you know, grading on the color as well, because that's a big thing. I know me as a grower, I'm always looking for that purple, right? So it's crazy the notes that they leave there with, and I think that's the biggest thing is we're going to leave there with a template that we're going to be able to take back to our own gardens at home and do our own mini pheno hunts. Whether you're hunting 3 plants or 20, these are different steps that we're all going to be able to follow to kind of find those things that we like.
Yeah, man. Unbelievable. As I look over here too, I got to throw a shout out to Jay's nails.
Yes.
We got to show you those. We got to show you those because
Beautiful.
this guy went all out. We got Emerald Legends across his nails here.
Maybe we can get a shot after.
Yeah, there's so many shout outs. and really a lot of community involvement to really put this together. So where we're staying right now is tied to some of these farms. Some of these farms are feeding us. Well, a lot of them are. They're taking care of our lunch, our dinners. They're bringing us in and giving us true hospitality and true community. And I think speaking of that, it's probably a better time to let's dive right into the community highlights. You guys are going to win a gift tonight, and you're also going to win a store credit.
Yeah, $100 store credit to AC Infinity. And you guys just, if you are picked for our community highlight, just go ahead and email giveaways@acinfinity.com to claim your prize.
Nice.
Yeah, who wants to go first?
Ladies first. Come on, Heaven, take us through. What do we got?
Okay, well, my community highlight has actually been part of the community for quite some time. It's Crimson Grows.
Nice. Yeah.
Rose.
Yes, he has. He really is a great part of the community. He's very involved, and actually, right now, he's doing a contest on his Instagram. Just fun for all the growers out there, the home growers, and it's just a little Halloween decorating contest. And if you guys want to get in on that, it's Crimson Grows Instagram. So
I'm following right now.
Good guy. We met him in Vegas. It was awesome. So shout out to you, Crimson. Congrats. I picked Rich Firen. Super awesome guy. Been in the community for a long time. Huge part of, we see him on our channels and all the lives. So congrats, Rich. He's definitely growing some great plants on the Instagram. Check it out. And man, hit up AC, get that swag pack. It's going to be dope.
Love it.
Yes.
You want to go?
Okay, I really do want to go on
Go
this
ahead,
one.
dude,
This
go
one,
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Jesse Smoke and Grow. And Jesse Smoke and Grow really stood out to me because at the place that we now have, the new farm, we built this indoor with the black and white poly, kind of went as a custom tent size. And Jesse Smoke and Grow has that set up. He's rocking some of the AC Infinity clip fans and just picture perfect health on these plants, dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's got like this white, narrow,
Yeah.
almost like your room. You can check out, he's actually just put up a vlog here, full highlights. You can see this room. And you can see it on the side of the video here right now, man. The guy's he's growing fire.
Yeah.
Oh, you got him up there now.
Yeah, you see, or does that look like some
Wow.
fire or what?
Ooh,
Wow.
Right?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, Jesse Smoke and Grow. Big shout out to you, brother. And keep growing that fire, dude.
Yeah, man. And speaking of fire, my guy actually is Shadowborn Genetics. This guy kind of came into my life real weird. I put a post out onto Instagram. I said, who should I be growing in my room? And Natty's Naughty Nursery sent me this Shadowborn genetic fella. Very unbelievable genetic, man. I grew his Punch and Punch. It's probably one of my favorite flowers in my room right now from Battle of the Breeders. It's one of the ones that I selected to put in.
Nice, yep.
It's covered in purple. It's covered in trichomes, and it smells like a weird, gas, funky, fruity mix, man. I described it very interesting on my YouTube video.
Yeah.
I don't know how to really put a nose on this
We'd
terp.
have to put it in front of Ben from the Humboldt Seed Company. He somehow always got some perfect
Oh, yeah,
description.
he does.
Yeah.
He does. He's really good with it.
Yeah.
What are you looking for, man, when you're smoking cannabis? I'm sure a lot of
man.
people be interested.
You know, I've got the old haze that I go back to. I've got I love haze. It's excellent. Heavy sativas, you know, 100% sativas. They do real well outdoors. And yeah, that's what I like the best. All kinds of different sativas, but mainly the haze.
Yeah, man.
Because you just keep getting higher. It's wonderful.
Man, we got to give you a shout out.
It's just the best.
We got to give you a shout out, not just for being here, man, because you actually played a role in all of our grows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every single person on this panel has purchased your book before we even knew who you were. I didn't even know what your face looked like. I just remember this purple book.
That's good. It's a good thing.
Yeah, because you take this purple book and you identified it was Good Growers. So I'm like, I need this purple book. I buy the encyclopedia, man. I look through it, and it just gives me step by step to become a better grower. I think everyone on this panel has that book. Am I right?
I mean, see, I was a Grow DVD guy. I needed that DVD. I'm a visual learner. So watching Jorge take me through step by step of building my first grow room, right?
Oh,
with the
right,
wood frames,
right,
with the
yeah.
poly, and walking me through that. For me, it was the visuals. So you changed my life with that Grow DVD, dude. That was really good. And hilarious. It was comical, too. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that back in, Vancouver, BC, right across from Mark Emery's place on Lower Hastings. Yeah, that was years ago. Gosh, yeah, it's been so much.
Man, you've done so much for this
This
community.
encyclopedia, we translated it into 11 languages.
Oh, wicked.
And it's free. It's 100% free now.
Where can they find it?
marijuanagrowing.com.
Nice, man.
And
I had no idea it was
marijuana-
free.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
It's free now. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Can I get my
know.
money back?
No money back. No money
No
back.
refunds,
You
Joe.
haven't grown enough dope yet.
Listen, man, that I think I paid like $40 for it, maybe.
Yeah, it's
that
a good deal at
that was a
that.
great deal, dude. I got
Yeah.
way more than $40
Oh, yeah,
worth of weed.
definitely. Well, that's
100%.
right.
Got it signed, man.
I would
Yeah.
love to, but I didn't want it to get wrecked in my bag. It's actually on the back of my display at home.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
I have it there, man.
Cool.
I have pages flipped in there. Some
Yeah,
pages
excellent.
Yeah.
Heavily used.
Yeah, 100% heavily used. Go ahead, man. I think you have some questions for Jorge before we get to the farms.
One that I'm interested in, because you've seen a few last year and you've been here so many times. On the ones that you know that we're going to on this trip, what's one that gets you excited that we're going to be visiting and why?
Well, the big thing is I want to see how these triploids are progressing.
Okay.
Because there's a lot more genetic variation. If you put in, like 10 more chromosomes in there,
Yeah.
and that really changes the arithmetic on everything.
Right,
as
because
far
we were
as,
just getting the presentation last year, right? And kind of
yes,
just dipping our
exactly.
toes into it.
So this second year, but Ben's talking about, like dominance on one side and stuff, so you can avoid a lot of wasted breeding time.
Right.
Because they've got such a large population to select from.
Okay.
So they've selected quite a few, and I'm anxious to see how well that's going.
Oh, good.
That's
one,
exciting.
Joe.
That's a good question,
Yeah,
actually.
that's a big one.
We should actually round table that
circle.
question. That's a great question. What farm are you most excited about, man?
Honestly, I think Ridgeline. I'm just really excited to see that. Looks like a great spot. Everything he's doing up there looks amazing. And we got to last year in Vegas. Eric brought some samples, and it literally was some of the best I think we've ever tried or seen. And if that's growing outdoors, I just got to see where it's happening, where the magic happens.
That's a big farm.
Was part of you second guessing that when you were like, this is out there? Like, come on, it can't be.
It was just incredible just seeing those nugs in those jars. I was like, wow, this is just amazing. And
Yeah.
to know that's grown out in the
Beautiful
sun just naturally, I got to see how it's done. I got to see that.
What about you, Heaven?
I actually have the same answer. I'm really excited to go see Ridgeline, mainly because they do like smaller type, grows, which is kind of like, I guess, my realm. We do small grows. We don't do big grows. So I'm just excited to see their processes and how and what they've been able to do with their smaller grows.
Yeah, he's like he's self-work on everything. He pulls his tarps at night. You're gonna see all this, guys. We're going to document the whole thing. I think, to be honest with you, I hate to keep saying the same answer, but I'm really excited about Ridgeline too, just because Q rolled up a joint of it as soon as we got here, and I got pretty ripped driving through the mountains of Humboldt. And I got to tell you guys, Humboldt isn't some place you just come. This is a place that you got to experience. We haven't even made it to a farm yet, and I'm already had the best trip of my whole life. Like driving in this place, you can kind of feel the energy that this place puts off. It's got a vibe that's kind of unstoppable.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This
what about
morning,
you, Jay?
this morning, Sydney and Heaven and I, Jorge, we all went to the store, and just the mountainside with the river and the clouds coming above the ridge, it was gorgeous. The sun rays were coming through. It was beautiful. It was an amazing time. And so the views out here have been phenomenal. Just the sounds of nature, being able to hear the rushing river down there. It just from stepping outside like that it's just so nice.
Is there a farm that you're excited about seeing?
Yeah, I am. I'm super excited to go to Wildleaf. I think
Nice
family
dude.
farm. They've got some massive plants. I've seen some from your previous footage.
Way bigger than Q, and Q's a big guy. Dude. You're like, it's like,
those they're massive. They're huge, and so I'm really excited to see that put together, and also excited to see the rest of what they have going on at that farm, because they are a family farm. You said that they do food and
yeah, they got their cattle going.
They got cattle.
Hard working brothers, man. Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do it all. We're gonna smoke, we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna eat. We're gonna do all those things, and we're gonna learn a hell of a lot about growing. Q, you've been to them all, man. Like, which one are you excited to go back to?
It's maybe not the biggest farm, but definitely Nat's farm, because personally, like, Nat is not only a great scientist, he's also a great talker.
Oh yeah.
And he will teach us so much. So I'm also a little bit into reading and about genetics, and I know that with Nat you can really bro down, and he's just spitting information. You just gotta absorb it all and really go with the flow. And Richard was already taking, so.
Is it because of that, or is it because of the salmon cooked on the redwood sticks?
Man, and also he's going to give us the full experience with the locals and the natives. I don't know anything about that team. I'm from Europe. So also last year I was very impressed by that. Also the food, how they made it. Yeah. And knowing that this year we're going to share that again with you guys, it's just going to be, it's really going to set the tone for what's coming. So that's fun for me.
Yeah, we're going to get to meet some of the brothers from the Yurok tribe. I think are going to be coming out as well. I think we even have a day where we get to go tour a little bit as well and get some history from them direct and try that salmon cooked on a redwood stick, Joe.
100%. And chat, make sure you stay tuned, because like I said, this is all coming to YouTube, Instagram. It's going to be a huge production, and I can't wait to share it with you guys.
But hold on a sec. I didn't share my favorite one that I'm really excited
to go see. Man. I forgot all about you, buddy. I forgot all about you, brother. Yeah. My bad, man.
I literally,
my bad.
As you guys each went through your own, whether it was Wildleaf, Ridgeline, Nat's Farm, every single one, I was like, oh yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, that's that. I definitely want to go. They're all number one. But I think for me this year, the one that's getting me the most excited is the Mendo Dope Boys.
Yes.
For a few reasons. Not only did they crush it this year at the Emerald Cup, but we've also never been there before. I've never met them in person. I've seen them online. I've been following them for a long time, listening to the music, watching their Grow series. So to get to meet them in person, hopefully get a freestyle session in, but just mostly to walk around and see the things I've been watching on YouTube of their grows, their plants, the way it's set up.
Plants.
Yeah, huge plants. Dude, they have a blueberry muffin pheno that leans towards pineapple. Whoa. So that's the one I'm sprinting to as soon as we get there.
I love it.
I don't know if the rumors are true, but they might be taking that and crossing it or giving it back to Nat. Something's happening with this blueberry muffin pineapple leaning pheno. So,
dude, I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
And like that really ties into like how this trip has started. I want to share some stories with you guys, because like this is exclusive behind the scenes stuff. You're gonna be able to check it out on Jay's channel. He's going to do full behind the scenes. You'll be able to find some of this stuff. So we've already seen bears. We've already got coffee grinders lended to us. We've been told that there might be shotgun shots around us. We have no idea, but like Neil the bear, man, you guys are driving in. We see a bear on the side of the road.
We saw a bear. Drew did a U-turn. We threw some
Jorge
beef
did not
jerky.
believe me.
I couldn't believe it. There was a bear. A bear. He looked right at us. Yeah, it was great. It was on the other side of the guardrail.
Yeah, but that's not all we did. I mean, this bear's sitting there just minding himself in Humboldt. What would we give the bear? A little treat?
Little beef jerky, homemade.
Not any beef jerky either, Neil. Where was this beef jerky from?
It's the homemade beef jerky I brought. We gotta have snacks for adventures. Come on.
Michigan jerky, dude.
Yeah, Neil's got to probably be one of the best guys to have on the crew. Neil is a phenomenal cook, phenomenal grower, and his beef jerky kicks the shit out of any store-bought beef jerky you can get out there, man.
I mean,
Neil's
they
beef
said it was
jerky
better
coming to you
than
soon.
Than the Humboldt jerky we found, so I'll take that. My
Unbelievable.
Humboldt trophy.
Other funny things, I mean, speaking of men, those dope boys, that's what brought us into these stories. Dakota, rapping, freestyling on the way up here.
Oh, dude. That was brought to you by the yerba mates. I can only find these in California. We don't get this stuff in Colombia, and it is just unreal, dude. The freestyle flows start going.
I'll be honest with you, dude. You got a bit of freestyle flow.
Yeah.
Am I right?
He was spitting bars in the van. You should have seen it.
Yeah, we're rolling through these mountains, and I'm talking, it's like you're flipping back and forth from the van. Am I right?
Yeah.
And Q's in the front seat. This rap's happening from him, and he's rolling up what Dakota calls a Belgian pinner. Well, these are no pinner, my friend. These are Belgian baseball bats. Belgian baseball bats.
Basically a cannon.
Yeah, we decided yesterday, we found out it's more of precision rolling, right? Like
100%.
always precise. It's almost like it was some type of perfect machine that engineered this doobie while we're cruising through, ripping through the mountains, right? Just getting into the triangle.
Yes.
Perfect. And so it was inspirational, and I laid down a beat.
You did, man. And the engineering kind of transfers over to Jorge. Jorge has a very strict schedule of waking up, drinking coffee, smoking joints, talking, smoking joints, hanging out, chilling, smoking joints. Are the joints scheduled in?
I just appear. They just appear out of nowhere.
Okay,
I just have them all the time.
I love it, dude. Every time I see you, you have a J.
Yeah, that's,
And you're enjoying a glass of coffee.
Oh yeah,
and enjoying yourself,
Coffee
man.
is great. Yeah, actually, we got some good coffee. We got Bigfoot coffee here.
Oh, no way.
Bigfoot coffee. Yeah.
Bigfoot's actually. Have
yeah.
you seen Bigfoot in any of these farms?
No, not. Well, I ate some mushrooms once.
There was a sighting.
Then, there were several of them running.
I love that, dude.
That was great.
I love that. Community guys, we love you guys so much. Thanks for actually watching this show. It is pre-recorded, so if you're halfway in here, leave a comment down below because we really want to see how you guys enjoy these shows because they're a lot easier to do on the road. We don't have internet access here, so it's nice to get the recordings in. I want to dive into a little bit more of like what your first initial thoughts were coming in here and like what really it's doing to you as a person. Let's start with Neil down here, man, because it's a bit emotional too.
Yeah.
We've been through a journey together.
Just the mountains and just everything here is just so beautiful. Like we don't have any mountains like this back home, but just winding through the mountains, the nature, just the views and the canyons and everything. It was just incredible coming in through the mountains and seeing that, and then arriving here at where we're staying for a few days before we hit up the farms. It just makes you feel connected. And, honestly, even though we don't have internet or like any kind of connection, it's almost kind of nice to not have that distraction and really, take it all in and experience it and not be distracted by the daily, Instagrams and notifications and just, be here in the moment, enjoy it, and have a truly amazing experience with truly amazing people.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, what about you, Heaven? What do you think so far?
Honestly, we came in super late. We had a really long day of travel. So when I had told that I had to get into a car and travel for 6 more hours up north, I was like, all right, let's do it. But then the drive started happening and we started seeing the most scenic, you don't get views like this in Michigan. So quite honestly, it was probably one of the best jet lag drives of my whole life. Then we got here and we got to just explore just a little bit from the little time that we've been here, and it just feels like the energy is just so high and so good. Like, you know what I mean? It's just
There's a good vibe around. There's a good vibe. A lot of
excited to
hugs,
see
a lot of
what's
high
coming.
fiving.
A lot of toads.
100%. What about you, Jorge? Like, what's your
man.
what's your thoughts on this whole thing so far with us?
Well, it's been, first off, getting here was really good to get back here to Humboldt County, or the Emerald Triangle. That was important. And I see different things. I thought, oh, they've had quite a bit of rain up here. A lot more rain, because I can compare it to, other years and stuff that I've been here. So that was cool. And it was, just nice overall being back. But it's a whole new experience for me to be with this many people, hanging out. And everything's legal, it has been for a while, but the changes are immense.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun, man. And you said the rain. That's what that's what set it in place for me. We're driving up this mountain and it's starting to get cloudy. It's getting real dark and you can see it. And I think we got some footage we might be able to show you.
Oh, right.
And then all of a sudden the sky opens up and these rainfalls are smashing the van. And it sounds like someone's pelting us with rocks. Heavy, heavy rain. And then we get up a little bit farther and the sky opens up, man, and you see these beautiful mountains. You start to come down, caressing through these trees. I see a bear running us around along the river. Like, it's blown away, man. I can feel the chills. Like, it was like majestic. Jay and I are like, we're like kids in a candy shop, man. Like, it's been gorgeous. And I can't wait to keep doing it with you guys. I just want to say thank you to all you guys, because it's been great. What about you, dude, man, so far? Is this a new crew?
Just seeing your guys' reactions of these type of descriptions, because that's exactly what we went through last year coming here for the first time. It was just in awe, in a constant state of awe throughout the entire trip. And it's amazing how much different land we are going to cover and how diverse these little microclimates are. But just seeing your guys' faces, like, oh my God, we're actually here, stopping at the first dispo, hunting that lance, and like finding these Cali buds. It's just been, for me, so cool to be able to see your guys' reactions, because I know it's exactly what I went through last year, bro.
Jay, man.
For me, I mean, so far, it's crazy because we've been here for such a short time, but the trip already has been like everything that I expected it to be and like hoped for. It's just fun, great times with a lot of content production, just a lot of, being productive with each other with the time that we have, and being able to work together and be creative and come up with really cool things like that Instagram reel that we did earlier,
that was fun.
And so for me, it's been a phenomenal time getting to be here and to get to know all of you in like this beautiful terrain. It's gorgeous. I mean, earlier they threw the drone up, and just the surrounding area, it's amazing. It's hard to pull the words to really accurately describe just the feeling that it gives you being out here and just seeing these sites, because being around technology and civilization for so long, you forget that the world is this beautiful out there,
Yeah, dude. You're so true, man. What about you, Q?
So what still impressed me this trip is that I almost forgot it, that we live in Colombia where there's not a legal market yet. And so it surprises me still, the dispensaries, that we can just go and buy weed and extracts and edibles and drinks and the whole show and the marketing around it. That still surprises me a lot. But also every time we pass a big grow store where they have these soul mixes and nutrients and lights, everything ready for you, that's also so crazy for me, because in Colombia, you have to source everything separate and look for this and look for that, order everything online, import it. Here you just go to the grow store right on the corner and they have everything ready for growing 10,000 plants if you want to.
That's so sweet. It makes it easier for the home grower to like just get your full setup, man. Get everything set up and ready to rock. I think this is probably a perfect segue to run into Rate My Grow. So we're going to get into rating some grows. So first one up is Ninja Stoner.
Okay, and so how's this working, Joe? We're going to be reviewing grows right now, checking them out and kind of giving our feedback and rating them from 1 to 10?
Yeah, so we're going to rate them from 1 to 10, and the highest rated grow is going to win a store credit and a swag pack. So
dang,
you got a good grow. We're going to rank you 1 to 10. We're going to start with you, brother. What do you think of this grow, Ninja Stoner?
Actually, it looks pretty good. It just started into flowering. It's been flowering for a short time. I can't tell, what are these pots down here?
Yeah, it's looking like he's got like a 3-gallon or a 5-gallon scrogged out, which big shout out to Northern Scrogger.
Yeah, this
Looking
looks
good.
really good.
Looking phenomenal. I'm gonna give him. I'll give him a ranking right off the bat. I'm gonna give him. I don't know what else we're seeing, so I'm gonna give this guy a solid 7.
Yeah, that's for sure, because he's also got the temperature in there.
100%. He's got things dialed in.
You can't see the ventilation, but I'm sure he's got it in there.
What do you think, Kevin?
This looks a lot like a grow in my house.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, this looks like we're looking into our middle tent. He's got a nice strong setup, the light completely covering the tent.
Yeah, it does have great coverage.
Really good.
4x4, yeah. Plants look super happy and healthy.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
me
I'll
too.
give it an 8 as well.
Oh.
You got an 8 as well?
Yeah.
Let's hand her down
shift
here,
her over
boys.
here. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay, beautiful. All right. So it looks like we only 4 plants, and it's packing out that full canopy. I thought there was like 9 in there.
Well, there could be more, but
Corner to corner coverage. I'd be leaning a little higher if that was an AC light. I mean, I'm gonna throw it a solid 7.3.
There we go.
Yeah, I really like the scrogging coverage on this so far. Actually, is there a net there? Do I see? There's no net. So these are just trained out. These are just trained out. But he's
ready.
Yeah, he's ready to throw that scrog on there with the AC Infinity. Was that the high CFM kit, I believe?
Oh yeah, with the extra bars.
Those are great for training. So I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna go 7.5 on this.
There we go. High rankings for the first one here so far.
I like it as well. I would like to see the plant pots a little bit bigger, because as we all know, big roots, big fruits. So that's why I agree with grower Joe. Let's give him a 7.
There we go.
Okay, nice. Well done, Ninja Stoner. Shout out to you, brother.
Big shout out to Ninja Stoner. Let's get into the next one. Swipe up.
No, it's not a touchscreen.
Oh. Mine's touchscreen. It's 2024. It should be.
Not bad.
All right. Up next here, we got Blue Mountain Fire. Let's have a look at this guy. This guy is kitted out. Looks like you got a brand new AC Infinity fan in the back. Now, he's got these pot systems. So, Jorge, these pots are actually automatic watering. So, they have a wicking system.
okay.
So, it looks like this guy's really been out of the garden
just-
a little bit. He's
yeah.
got to get things a little bit more dialed in. The plants do look a little sad, I feel like.
Is
but
that
I think you can
mulch
bring it
on
around.
Is that mulch on the top?
Probably doing a live-in soil in there, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some
Okay.
sort of cover crop there to keep the surface nice and moist.
Yeah, and it's a little early in the grow too. I can't give it as, those look pretty strong.
Yeah, you see it down bottom here, just got a little,
Yeah,
there's a
there's
little
got-
problem
there's
going on here, but he is early in the stages, so he's going to have a chance to
gotta
veg
give
those
a-
out a little longer.
gotta
I'm going to
give
give
this guy
him, I'm going to have to give this guy a 6. I'm going to have to give him a 6.
I give him a 6.5.
There we go, I like that.
6
I'm a
and a
little
half.
hard on you guys, I'm sorry, a little tough.
See, there's some discoloring there and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I like the mulch either. I don't know if that's really
I'm
necessary.
gonna go with a 5.
5?
Yeah, I agree with everything Jorge said.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 6. The setup is nice. It's all there. I mean, these are very early in the game, so it's not like we're looking at Ninja's last grow here. But I mean, the setup's nice. Definitely potential for some
I like the
great
setup.
plants. I'll give him a 6 on that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Scroll to the next one, or keep going. Do you think it's too long?
We need.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, well, right away I can tell these were clones. So I bet you there's some fire stuff that he got from a buddy or something and transplanted them in, or maybe some of his keepers. AC tent, I love the light. I'm sticking to a 7 on this, guys. I mean, I see big potential coming in the future on this.
Oh, yeah. See, I see what Joe was saying that does look like there is some nutrient issues, but the plants up top look great, and so it's definitely something that seems the plants are gonna grow out, they're gonna look great, and this is a very good start. And I've used straw in my plots like this before too, so it's very great for keeping that top moisture on there. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 6.
There we
I
go.
think there's a lot of room to grow.
Nice, yeah. So this guy definitely does not have the scrognet ready. It's a bit early to say, but I like the ventilator a lot on this grow. Very nice. I need one of those. Let's give this guy a 7.
There we go. Hand her down. Next one. There we go.
You guys are touching the screen, bro.
Sticky Buds 710. Now we got flower. I know you're getting excited about the pot now. Here we go. Sticky Buds. I'll give them a quick look here. Buds are looking good. Got a bit of foxtailing on there. Good for washing, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah. That's
Ooh,
good.
we got some trichomes.
Oh, those are beautiful.
This one here, man, I get more
Oh, yeah.
excited, eh? You start
Yeah.
seeing those big old colas.
Yeah,
You get
that's
pumped up. I'm going to have to
really
give
good.
this guy's getting a solid 8.5 out of me.
Yeah, I would give
8.5.
him definitely.
I mean, I don't see any kind of deficiencies.
No,
They're all
everything's
growing
super strong.
yeah,
They're
are.
just right at the tip a little, but that's okay.
Yeah.
See, everything, and it's dense all the way to the bottom. That's important.
Yeah, Sticky Bud's doing great.
I'm
Yeah.
giving this one a 9. He's good.
I'm going to
Yeah.
get mine. I give him a 9 as well.
Me too.
That's really.
Oh, wow. We got
All
9s
nines
across
over
the
here.
board.
Why do you keep touching? No, this one's easy for me. This is an easy 9.
Easy 9. Boom.
Easy 9.
Really good.
Oh yeah, these look great. Spacing's good. Very
Yeah,
tall
and they're in
colas.
great shape all the way to the bottom. So many people, they waste
Yeah.
this much growing time.
Yeah.
Sticky
Sticky
Bud,
Bud.
710.
And that's
Sticky
a
Bud
whole
710.
month you can get that
He's
I'm gonna
stage,
go with
you
an
know?
8. I'm gonna go with a solid 8.
It should go all
I'm
the
gonna
way
go with
to
an
the
8 with
bottom.
an 8.
All the way to
Nice.
the bottom.
So he has 710 in his name. That means he definitely loves extractions. That's why he can pack it up that well and still have an efficient and good harvest. Very nice. We're missing maybe a little bit of ventilation proof and the scrognet body. Come on, where's the scrognet? Let's give you
8.
Beautiful.
Solid numbers. Let's go to the next one.
Sticky Buds.
Ooh, what do we got here, man? This one's got me excited.
Way different from everything else.
Yeah, here we go. We got great ventilation. It looks like he's
Root shell. Okay.
yeah, root shell. Sorry, right here we got root shell. Beautiful, man. I don't know what these pot system is, but he looks like he's got some sort of. Ooh.
auto feed system.
I'm giving it. I got to give this guy.
Oh wow.
I got to give him a 9. Girls are praying. Girls are big. Girls are even. Consistency across the whole
And
tent.
this is all mother plants.
No, that's not mother plants. He's
Those are gonna
vegging
be some-
those out. He's gonna flip those.
Those are gonna be
flowers
tall,
soon.
Oh
tall.
wow! No, I give it a 6 because of all the wasted time.
Oh,
Because, yeah.
I like that though. I do like that.
Savage.
I do like that.
No, I mean, check it out. There's all of that grow time. The stems are so long; it takes forever
Definitely a lot
to
of
grow them
stretch.
that big. Yeah, and they,
I give him a benefit of the doubt though, because maybe he has this water system. Maybe he's traveling for work. Maybe he's coming back and forth. Who knows,
that
right?
could be true, but there's
But I
still
do
a
hear
lot
ya.
of wasted time.
Yeah, for sure.
By wasted time, do you mean like a really long veg or something?
Well,
or?
yeah, it's the stems are too long. It takes a long time for it to grow up.
Yeah.
there. You got to take off all the leaves and everything.
Those are gonna be tall.
And yeah, there's a couple of months there of growth.
Got you.
That you,
I get where you're
you know,
coming from.
You could
Didn't
already
even have to
have everything, another crop in the ground by now.
Yeah, I love the setup. It's clean.
The watering setup system. I
Oh,
mean,
all of that's good.
That's
Yeah,
all
awesome.
that's really
beautiful.
fine. There's a lot of ventilation,
Yeah.
a lot of air circulation, probably real good ventilation.
Yeah,
but,
great job keeping it clean.
But
under the
it's
canopy,
just,
keeping it open.
and it's impeccably clean.
Yeah.
But the deal is they just wasted too much time.
I have to agree with you.
and then yeah. And then
What do
the
you
other-
give them again? 6?
A 6, yeah. And then the other thing is with those, they can get more insects and diseases during that time, that extra 2 months, you know. So that's not going to be as strong. It's got great.
For risk there.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to agree with you. I think that that's just wasted time.
Yeah.
And I think that you could, if you want it, you could turn it a lot quicker and
Oh,
get
yeah, much
way
faster.
more. But the setup
The setup's
itself
beautiful.
is gorgeous,
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's, the plants look like they're happy. So I would give this one an 8.
I'm gonna give him a 7.5. The setup's super clean. Everything looks great. I think he's doing great. It's gonna be great.
I think you're right, but I think you said it as well, Heaven. It says, as far as looking at the grow tent system itself, like this is nice, spacious tents, more room, more roots, more fruit, but more room, more fruit as well. So like a big, spacious grow. You got the fans in there. I'm gonna stay a solid 8 as well. Although I do agree with you, Jorge, on the shorter veg is nice. It's easy, quick.
Yeah, I see now. They are quite tall, but I do like the air cube system. It's actually like an ebb and flow soil based system, sort of like Autopot, I believe. And it floods from the bottom, so those are great for the plants. They grow super fast, very vigorously. The flattening of the canopy, very nice job. It's very even, so I mean, like, kudos there. So I'll give you a solid I'll give you a solid 7 because, as I said, I think they are a bit tall, and I think if anything, they could have been trained a little more flat or a little more horizontal.
Tough judges today.
Yeah.
This is great. Really
Love it.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna give him an 8 just because of the amount of work that went into here. I also like that he has an automatic water system. It's something that I'm personally still lacking in. So if you can automate that point as well, I think you deserve the extra point. I'll give you an 8.
There you go. A great utilization of the tent. I didn't realize it until it kind of made it down here, but it looks like he's got a 10 by 10, but he's only really using 3 quadrants of the 4, so he can get in there and work around his lady.
Yeah, that's important.
Really smart, because sometimes when you jam a tent full of lights like that, it's too hot of an environment.
And you
too.
can't really get in there. How are you going to get in the back corner unless you're walking around, right?
Looks
So
fantastic.
really cool.
Big shout out to him.
Very
Oh,
clean.
up here, this one's easy, man. I love this guy.
Oh, yeah.
You got Chubbs in here? I didn't know Chubbs was going to be in here.
Make it bigger.
Big shout out to Chubbs, man. This thing is looking
Oh, wow,
full.
that's beautiful.
Now, I know this guy real well, so let's give you a bit of rundown on him. I didn't know
that's
this guy was
really
in here,
good,
by the
yeah.
way. All these signs up on here are the different cultivars. So you can see the pictures.
Oh, wow.
These are all autoflowers, and this guy grows for his son, and he does different cultivars
Wow.
because he's trying to find a cultivar that really helps his son with his medical condition.
Okay.
So this guy's a really good dude. I love this fella. I'm gonna
Amazing.
have to. I can't cheat, buddy. I'm gonna have to give you an 8 because I think you got too many girls in that room. I think it's jam packed.
man,
You want to
not
give them
me.
a bit of room to grow. And I know that it's not like a fact, but sometimes I find when you put too many autos in a room, they kind of almost know it. They just don't want to take off that much. And I find when plants start touching one another, they kind of really don't like it a lot. So I like a little bit of room around my girls. So I can't give you the high ranking, brother.
It's still
I gave him an 8, yeah.
Yeah, it's still real full in there. I give them definitely a 9.
There we go.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and these are really strong plants.
Yeah.
Everything's healthy.
I love the
least a
grow.
9.
Yeah,
At least a 9. Yeah,
he's
that looks
he's
really
got some
great.
good flowers coming up in here. Hate the lights though. So I have to, I think the lights could use an upgrade. I'm sorry, Chubbs.
A little bit of more coverage for the amount of plants in there, but it's looking great.
But what he's putting out of this with what he's got in there is, it's kind of incredible. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, Chubbs for real. Definitely a great grower. We got a chance to meet him when we were judges at the American Autoflower Cup, and he did take home some cups there. So he definitely knows what he's doing. I'm gonna have to give him a 9. That's a full house, and they all look happy.
All right, I'll make this quick. Plants are beautiful, really good as always. Big shout out to you, Chubbs. You do magic work with these ladies. But for me, I would just love to see some bar style LEDs in there, a little bit more spread and coverage on the light. So I'm gonna rock at a 6.5 on this one.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yeah, I think the lights, they would get way bigger buds.
Well,
with
we
some
would
bit
get
more
bigger
light.
Yeah, but my God, I think the plants look great for what he had there.
Yeah,
Magic, yeah.
For everything he had. But I
Solid genetics too. You
I
run 'em.
judge everything on the plants.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, they look super healthy, very chunky buds on these ones. I do like the little custom signs. I think that's super cool. Grow space is great. As you said, bar style lights would definitely help a lot with that even spread. And then, as Joe said, I think a little more room would be good. I mean, plants do communicate, so you might be onto something there.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5.
But Chubbs himself is a 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I also see quite a lot of foliage still a lot. Yeah, I would like to see a little bit more of defoliation in this grow room because it's pretty packed. The plants look very happy though.
Yeah.
It looks so full, it almost looks disorganized, but probably it's totally not. But judging this picture, I would give you a 7.
There we go. There we go. Let's tally up our winner here real quick. And the winner is Sticky Buds, man. Big shout out to Sticky Buds.
Sticky Buds.
You're the winner
Congrats, fam.
of the Prime setup. So make sure you head over to AC Infinity's Discord, guys. We're going to do fun stuff like this all the time.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to interact with you guys over there, do some more stuff over there. So get in on that Discord and make sure you're staying tuned to what's happening over on this YouTube channel. But before we go, I want to run through the panel real quick and let these guys know what they can find on your channel after this trip. What kind of content you're going to be putting out and where they can find us. So let's start down here with you guys.
Well, you can find us on YouTube. Hi again, obviously. Yeah. And we just kind of really want to bring a perspective from a home grower who has been self-taught and coming to these people that have a lot of answers for us that we've not been able to get our hands on before. So that's kind of our angle, and what we're going to be able to bring in.
New knowledge and learning from the masters from our perspective in this community that's been so amazing and welcoming. And, you know, we're always learning. Every grow, we learn something new. So we really want to take that kind of feeling and excitement, learn from these people here doing outdoor in just an amazing way, and translate that to our grow and share the journey with you guys.
Can't wait to see your guys' video.
Let's head all the way down to Q here now. What can we see on your channel, brother?
So as you guys know, I love doing strain reviews and smoke reports. And here, being in the source, and everyone knows California weed should be one of the best weeds in the whole world. So I want to share that part with you guys, test some strains, smoke them all, do a little smoke report, and also show a little bit behind the scenes how I experienced this trip with you guys.
I love that. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, well, speaking of behind the scenes, I will be doing a full behind the scenes cut. That will be a long form video. It'll definitely be probably over an hour long at least. Nice. And so that'll be showcasing a lot of the fun behind the scene moments. And then, you know, I was thinking maybe, you know, those, you know, when you used to rent DVDs and they'd have the movie, and then at the main menu you could see the commentary version where the actors were talking. Yes. I was thinking maybe we could do a commentary cut of the documentary. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe if the viewers want to let us know down below in the comments if that's something that you want to hear from us, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. I'll go next, Dakota. I want to save you. Me, on my channel, I'm excited to just kind of bring you my perspective of each farm and bring away at least 1 or 2 tips. They're going to help you guys in your garden. I'm excited, guys. I feel like a kid at Disneyland. So I'm going to bring you excitement, fun over on my channel in my unique way and have some fun over there. Dakota, what do we got to see on your channel, brother?
Well, we would love to be able to bring a full swing documentary for you guys to be able to watch that encompasses everything from the history, right? Diving deep. Myself, I didn't really know the in-depth history of this region and why it was, you know, so famous. So covering everything from the history and the really in-depth of where this place came to be what it is, and a nice in-depth look at the different things that each farm specializes in and what we can learn from there. Whether it's pheno hunting from Nat, whether it's, you know, what are the boys doing to win an Emerald Cup at Mendo Dope. Let's find those little gold nuggets from every single little farm, put it into a beautiful long format documentary for you guys to watch and see if we can kind of change the game online.
And over on AC Infinity's channel here as well, you're going to find a full documentary put together that lands on this page as well. But I want to throw it to you, Jorge, as we finish this show up. And I want you to give these viewers a quick sneak peek on what all of us are going to see at these farms starting tomorrow.
Man, you're going to see all kinds of great cannabis growing everywhere. But it's going to be some of the best in the world. They've just advanced so much here, and there's large volumes of it. So we're going to talk to growers, we're going to talk to breeders, we're going to find out what kind of soil they have, how they grew the plants, and you can see the results. And we're going to see some of the biggest ass buds on this dope. You cannot fucking believe it. It's going to be just killer. You guys are going to love it. Really love it.
It's Emerald Legend, guys. This is a journey in the triangle. This is AC Infinity After Dark. I hope you guys love this unedited, live, pre-recorded show here in the cabin.
Let's roll doobie.
I think we can roll up some virgin pears.
Yeah.
Get this thing going.
Don't forget, if you guys want to get that special prize pack from the Emerald Triangle, you have to comment on this video.
And you're going to have a chance to win your very own Emerald Triangle vest. Yeah. So put your comments down below, guys. That's it, man. Great show, guys. Love it. Let's go.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys next time.